Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm just working this Mustang in round pin, teaching her to face up before I get a rope on her. Before I do anything, this is the very first thing I do. This is how I catch and everything, because I don't want to be throwing rope at her. If I'm going to be roping off of her, I don't want her to be afraid of it. So I'm just going to take my time and work with her, let her read my body, use my body movement, and appropriate pressure to make her turn into me, to make her face up so she ain't turning her butt to me. Because if she turned her butt to me, she could kick me and we could have a pretty good accident. So that's why I'm taking my time and making sure she knows how to do this without jerking on her nose or having a lunge line attached to a halter. You can see she's starting to go really well now. I keep my finger pointed on the hand without the rope, the right hand, the inside hand. And then I switch hands and I put the rope higher up where it looks like more pressure, and the hand without the rope has least amount of pressure. Then I start working the rope. So I am trying to make her turn into it. But as you can see, she wouldn't do it. She's going to back up and she's going to turn her butt. So before I allowed that to happen, I just snipped it in the butt, got her moving forward. If she wants to move, always moving forward. I'm not trying to get her sweat up. I'm just trying to get her to know what I want, so she understands it good before we move on to the next thing. A lot of people move too fast and don't have enough patience, so patience is key. Look, see, she's got that idea. See, she's still unsure, so I'm going to keep moving her, especially by that corner where she has trouble. And I'm just swinging a rope. It's just a regular old lead rope, nothing hard, nothing that'll hurt her. Especially if I'm not paying attention and comes swings, hits me, it's not going to hurt. So try to use everything real considerate for both me and my horse. Look at her, see how she just faced up? She's really got the idea now, and that's just because we're moving. And I tried talking through this whole thing, but it was so windy. But as you can see, she's going really good now. Starting to move out, starting to kind of pay attention to what my hands are. I watch her ears, see how she's facing up, see, she knows what I want. There, perfect. Starting to move out, and this wasn't something that just happened. It took a long time. I tried recording before this, but it was too windy. I just couldn't, so I finally just gave up and told myself to do it, and then I can go back and re-record over it and explain. See how she turned her butt to me? You don't never want to do that. So, I'm right on her. I'm on her, pressure. I gave her one stinger right on the butt, so she knew I absolutely did not want that. So here we are moving some more. And I'm going to move her out, especially whenever she does bad stuff. So when she wants to use those feet, she can use them to move. And then that kind of teaches them whenever you're putting pressure. See how she faced up? She's still moving because I wanted her to, but I stepped in front and I stepped out the way she could read my body, and she did. So here we are moving around again. We're back to it because, like I said, it's all about consistency no matter what horse. Every horse, it's always the same thing, patience and consistency. See how I switched hands? She stopped. She sees what I want. She's going to face up, come right up to me. And you can let that happen, but I'm trying to make her turn good, so whenever she's high strung or worked up, she knows just to face me and go the other way. If she absolutely has to run and it's the worst thing, so she got to move, then at least she's moving the proper and correct way. And my post is actually in the way. Once in a great while, I'll use it on a super tough horse, but I prefer not to use it because it is in the way. See how she just didn't know how to face up because it was in the way. She couldn't see me fully. But now we're moving together. See how I'm at her hip. See how whenever I step in front, where my body is, the way I'm moving my body, she's reading me. That's the physical language. And, we talk. We physically talk to them, and then we spiritually talk to them. So there's 3 different languages. And once you understand all of them, horsemanship becomes a lot easier, a lot more enjoyable. See how I'm just easing on her, letting her know we're still working. Easy. Just a little movement. But I always keep my one hand stationary. The hand with less pressure. The little hand. No rope in it, and it's always pointed down, and it's always got a finger moving, or my fingers are always moving to catch her attention. See how I stepped in front and that stopped her? There we go. Perfect. Lunging a horse and teaching them to face up seems to be the hardest thing. A lot of people have a lot of big difficulty. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't work the first time, or if the results seem to be a little funky.